From Chambers to Colorado, Matagorda to Walker, the Houston-Galveston Area Council is making a difference in the daily lives of residents in its 13-county region. Whether it's helping to create jobs and support small businesses, ensuring public safety, assisting senior citizens, or helping to improve our region's infrastructure, HGAC is creating change.
The Port of Houston was planned to grow at about 5% a year. Well, for the last 2 years, they've grown at 20+%. Chambers County does not have the road infrastructure in to take care of the growth that we're seeing. 1 out of every 3 containers that come out of Port Houston come to West Chambers County, and that number is growing very, very rapidly. If we get bottlenecked down in Chambers County, we're going to bottleneck Port of Houston. If we can't get the goods in and out, we're going to see some of the same problems that they got on the West Coast. The Houston-Galveston Area Council has been very helpful, and we've had regional meetings with the Port of Houston, with TxDOT, the City of Baytown, and a lot of our industrial partners looking at what we can do. We've got to have everybody rowing in the same direction, and HGAC is the body that can pull that together.
Matagorda County continues to grow in a sustainable way. Our job is to provide diverse opportunities, and we do that by working with our friends at the Houston-Galveston Area Council through their workforce solutions to provide expertise in building human resources. Many times when you bring a large company in, you have to make the promise that you can deliver on their workforce. The Tenaris Seamless Pipe Mill here in Bay City, Texas, has provided 600 jobs. They're now at 750, approaching 800 direct employees. So what that means for all of us is that we were finally able to go in and attract the housing inventory that we've needed, good state-of-the-art, market rate houses at every level. To see the success in our county has been something that I've known we needed for a long time. The successful things that HGAC has done with Matagorda County, the one that comes to mind very quickly is the one we're standing in. It's called the Fat Grass. This wouldn't have happened but for HGAC's revolving loan fund that helped Mr. Watkins get into business.
The Small Business Development Center here in Bay City referred me to the Houston-Galveston Area Council. The funding that we received went to help building the actual property itself, and then also buying some fixtures and things that we needed to start inside. The reason that I'm a chef is that I love putting smiles on people's faces. That's really it. I love every aspect of being in the kitchen. I love the prep. I love the sauteing. I love everything about it. And there was no way I could have done it without the help of the Houston-Galveston Area Council, the Small Business Development Center here, and the people of the town that believed in me.
Every year, HGAC reaches out through a survey to all law enforcement agencies and the academies to determine what kind of training that they're looking at doing in the future. In the last couple of decades, threats from active shooters, people with knives and other sorts of weapons, has gone up dramatically. Klein ISD is one of the 5 partners that HGAC has a relationship with. We provide them the equipment and certain other support services to train not only their officers, but any other agency that wants to be trained.
Klein ISD Police Department was the first fully established ISD police department in the state of Texas. Our school board years ago had the vision and foresight to make the investments in innovative school safety measures to ensure that officers receive alert training.
ALERT stands for Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training. We needed a way to keep our kids safe and have our officers be able to respond to any kind of active shooter that may come into our schools. HGAC has helped us in gathering the equipment to go out and train, and I think without them, we might not have been able to become better at what we do.
Alert training is an extremely important resource for the law enforcement community, and HGAC's work in that is critical to our constituents in the 13 counties and make life for all of us that much better.
Mamie George Community Center is a center of Catholic Charities, and it's one of many sites that the Houston-Galveston Area Council partners with. We're able to provide funding so that people can exercise, socialize. They also get a nutritious meal while they're here. Working for older adults, individuals with disability, and their caregivers has always been a really big part of my heart. I think a lot of people forget about our senior population, but they have such a wealth of experience, knowledge. It's an honor working with them. What really makes me proud in our day-to-day work comes in small moments. Being able to provide short-term respite for a family caregiver who's really overwhelmed. When people call and ask for a particular staff person because their friend told them to call, that word of mouth really does speak volumes. I just attended an exercise class, and the gentleman right next to me had 2 weights. And he's like, well, I attended 6 of these classes, implying that he couldn't do it before. A lot of times it's those small moments.
With HGAC, small moments like these make a big difference today and tomorrow.